This is a sign that this market is getting ready to blow me. Like, at this point, I am already exhausted. So that's 2 hours, no sales. Hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good night.
Morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
It's market day. Well, actually, tomorrow's market day. But yet, I feel like I've already experienced the market because I'm just that tired. As you can see, the trunk is pretty full. And you may be thinking the trunk is full because you're in preparation for market day, which happens to be tomorrow. And you're partially right. Although this trunk is full, I have to fill it up some more. So that's what we're doing. The beauty of markets. Really the piece that I absolutely hate doing, but I have to forget it so that I can continue to do markets in the future. So I have to take some of this stuff out so that I can fit the things that I need, which this is pretty much the most important things. These items are the products and I need to get my wagon and my weights and my shelf all have to fit in here some kind of way. So let me take some of this. Oh, and then this strap just broke. Great. Is this a sign? Is this a sign that this market is getting ready to blow me? Like, it's a sign. It has to be. I'm going to try to remain positive because I'm not accepting any negative energy. It is still 90 degrees outside and I legit have been hot, sweating all day. I attempted to do I attempted to go live because I was testing out my banner for the tent and in preparation so I wouldn't have to do all that stuff tomorrow. But I didn't have a good enough connection and so I can never go live. It's so much stuff that's so freaking heavy. Oh, like, again, these are the parts that I hate. I think what I need to do is remind myself of how much I don't like to do markets outside, especially. I don't like doing markets in the wintertime or in the fall. I don't like doing markets in the summertime. I don't want to do markets outside. But here we are. We're doing an outside market. I have to remind myself how much I don't like this. Gotta have the weights. Gotta have the weights. I need to start plotting these things in place. Y'all also might have noticed, like, on this side of the car, I don't have my seat down because my baby's back there. Because I just got home and my items are in two locations, one of which in the garage and the other at my mother's house. Okay, that only took a lifetime to find it and then get it out. And at this point, this is the last time I used this was last September. I pray that it's not broke because I had every intention of actually like pulling it out and testing it. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Oh, I'm losing sand. It's like playing Tetris just to get this in this car. I will be doing this market tomorrow by myself. Y'all, pray for me. Okay, gotta make sure I don't clip Elmo's head because Elmo's in the back seat. Let's do the weights. Should drop them there, whatever. I think tomorrow I'm gonna wake up on a better note. I have to be at this market very early. That's why I'm doing this tonight and I'm not playing around with it tomorrow. I just didn't want to chance it. Oh, the broke bag now. Let me see if I can close this. It closes. So I'll give y'all an intro tomorrow. I'm tired, I'm hot, I'm going to sleep. See y'all in the morning. Good morning. It's market day. If this is your very first time checking out any of my videos, my name is Sharice. I am the founder and owner of Everyday Skin Co., a natural skincare brand catering to those with sensitive skin. Today, we are actually participating in our very first outdoor market of 2025. So I am excited and also overwhelmed all at the same time because outdoor markets take a lot out of me. And at this point, I'm just praying that I didn't forget anything because I have absolutely no time to even turn back around to go get anything that I forgot. I did have every intention to wake up on the brighter side of the bed or the world or whatever, however that saying goes today. But I did. It just did not, it didn't stay like that. So approximately 1 minute into me getting prepared, my son woke up, which mind you, this is very early in the morning. I got up at 6 o'clock. I don't even get up at 6 o'clock for work. So that's the first, because I'm waking up earlier than I normally wake up. But he woke up early, which not even understanding really why. We are taking him off of, or trying to wean him off of the pacifier. So normally we just give him the pacifier and then he would go back to sleep. But this morning was one of those mornings where, again, I don't know why he even got up so early because he doesn't wake up this early. Hopefully he goes back to sleep. But yeah, it kind of derailed me. We had to figure out what was going on with him. Is he all right? I just realized I did not. Dang it, I didn't move that in the back like I needed to. Anyways, so I say all that to say it completely threw my timing off of me being on time / 5 minutes early. Because now I'm going to probably be about 15 or so, or 20, or I don't know at this point. I might be a half an hour late. But the sun is giving. Hey girl, how are you doing today? The sun is so bright. Do I have my shades? At least I got my shades, y'all. So, yeah. What did I miss? Today is June 28th, Saturday, June 28th. Starting to feel like I'm not cut out for this summer market life. No, I'm not. I'm not cut out for this summer market life. And this will probably be the last one I ever do. Just saying. Glasses are dirty. So once again, I'm doing a market that is clean across town. It's on the complete other side of town, other side of Chicago. I live in the suburbs of Chicago, so there's that. And I was supposed to be there at 7 o'clock, which is in 11 minutes. Not gonna happen. And I'm not gonna stress myself out about it because it's life, you know? I had every intention of being on time. I set my alarm, and life happens, right? I even actually set it up because I said I was gonna wake up at 6 and I woke up at 5:55, which I was like, I didn't want to wake up any earlier than 6 o'clock. So it is what it is. I'm in a space in my life where I'm not letting things stress me out. I've always been really bad about having high anxiety when it comes to being late, and this is something that has carried me throughout my childhood and adolescence into adult life. And I refuse to allow it to have a hold on me the way that it does. People are so unbothered about being late for stuff. They don't care. People just don't care. They show up whenever they feel like showing up. The last thing that they're thinking about is, oh, I'm late. Oh my God, I'm embarrassed. These are the things that I'm oh, I'm embarrassed to be stepping in here later. Whatever. It is what it is. And I think because I'm a mom now, the level of I don't give a F has set at an all-time high, and I'm okay with that. I really am. So right now, am I talking myself into believing that I'm okay? No, I really am okay.
because there's nothing I could have done about it. I almost was like, I'm not even gonna come because my baby's upset. So I'm actually getting to a place where I'm like, he'll be all right. He's with his dad. They'll make it work, and I can go do this market. And it just is what it is. Now, if the organizers have an issue with me being 15, 20 minutes, like whatever time I finally get there, then I'll turn around and I'll go home. And then it won't be a video. Then I'll be letting you guys know that they wouldn't let me in because I couldn't get, which the thing is, it doesn't start till 9 o'clock. It only takes me approximately 35 minutes to set up. So even if I got there at 8, even if I got there at 8 o'clock, I still would have more than enough time. So that's also a reason why I'm kind of like chill, because why I gotta be here 2 hours early? You know? I mean, whatever. So, yeah, y'all. I'm in this chill era of my life, and I'm loving it. I really am. I can't get this little dirt spot off my glasses. I wonder if y'all can see how dirty my glasses are. But it's really bothering me, and I'm going to take these glasses off because I almost can't see through them. But we're going to now, since I've shared my morning thoughts and my frustration, now we're going to, no, you can stay behind me now because you're doing too much. We are going to decompress all of the negative energy and all of those bad vibes. We're going to get rid of them. And now we're going to go into, we're going to have a positive day. We're going to have great sales. It's going to be hot, I'm sure. I don't know where my phone is, but it's in here somewhere. Let's see what the temperature is supposed to be at. Well, I dressed for what it felt like yesterday because, my God, I was burning up yesterday. The temperature right now, it is 70 degrees, but it will I was actually going to be 70 for a nice little minute. And then around 10 o'clock, it will become 80 degrees. So maybe it won't be too bad today. Maybe I should have, no, never mind. I get pretty hot, and it's going to be hot trying to set up all of this stuff. So I made sure that I dressed for the occasion. I think I did a good thing. So that's all I got. I've probably been talking a little bit too long already for my intro. But if you guys have not checked out my other market videos, please go ahead and just take a look at my playlist, and you can get some more of my market content. I do plan on doing a video where I highlight other business like displays and setups and how they set up their market, just so other people get inspiration, not just like looking at my own market, because sometimes like it would be nice for me to go back and take a look at all of the markets that I've gone to, because I always do like a tour, like kind of the market setup and stuff like that. So I hope this camera wasn't crooked. Probably was this whole entire time. Oh well, that's all I got, y'all. The next clip that y'all see me, we will probably be in setup mode. So, see you guys there. At this point, I am already exhausted. As I knew I would be. I couldn't find anywhere to park, so I had to pay to park. Not happy about that, but I've already said that outdoor markets just are not my jam. Because I like, and I'm realizing that now, I like the leisure of just showing up, setting up a table, not having to worry about weights, a tent, and all these extras. So that's just that. As you guys see, I've made it at least pretty easy on myself as far as it goes to have to do this by myself. I've done a pretty good job at crossing my T's and dot my I's. And now, all I gotta do is go in and up. Perfect. Easy. From here, let's put my sign up, which this is what I was trying to do a live yesterday and show y'all.
this process. What y'all think of the sign? I found somebody on Etsy to do it. I think it's pretty good. I meant to redo this one, but I'm a procrastinator and I waited till the last minute and I didn't get an opportunity to redo it. So there's that. What are y'all plans for the summer? Let me know in the comments.
I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough. I'm falling in love. You're all I'm thinking of. Taking my time, messing my life, swear I don't mind. Say that you'll stay holding me close, swear it's alright. Yeah. Baby, I feel the rush. Everything that you touch turns to gold. I know. Baby, I'm missing you. Everything that you do makes me love you. Oh. Tell me everything. You know I'm listening. Hours pass us by. Yeah, we could talk all night. Taking my time, messing my life, swear I don't mind. Say that you'll stay holding me close, swear it's alright. Baby, I feel the rush. Everything that you touch turns to gold. I know. Baby, I'm missing you. Everything that you do makes me love you. Babe, I feel the rush.
All right, checking in. I'm a little bit late. I said I was going to check in every hour on the hour, and it is 10:08 right now. No sales, which I kind of expected that, not gonna lie. It's a nice amount of people out here now. I think they start, what do they start? They start yoga at 10:30, and then they are going to do a sound bath. I guess right after that or somewhere around that time. So that's pretty cool, right? It just seems like a well thought out event to get people something to do early in the morning on a Saturday. If you're an early riser, I'm not. So this isn't up my alley. I wasn't an early riser before I had a baby, but I'm really not one now because I try to get my rest on Saturday morning if I can, but he's waking up at 8 o'clock anyway, so I guess we should just get on out the house and do something if we are going to be up anyways. But what I'm doing right now is I'm about to, let me see so I can show you guys. Okay. What I'm doing right now is I am getting ready to put this sign up over by the body butter to just draw some attention to it. I normally have this sign on my table, but my setup is a little different today, as y'all can see. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know. Everything's a lot different today. I'm still hopeful that I might get a sale, at least one. I'm struggling how to put the letters back in. They're double-sided. So I think that's it for my check-in. I'm back at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock and no sales. So that's 2 hours. No sales. Yeah. I can even smell it as the wind is blowing. I smell it. I probably actually need some too. I didn't even put on any today. I'm gonna get me a stick. Let me see which one do I want to try. Maybe this one.
Until my boyfriend apartment.
Yeah.
Look, smell this.
Give me some too. Oh, you do? That was the A or B? Which one was the B? So B is, I believe it is beach day. So B is a mixture of mango, lemon, and red raspberry. It's the notes of it. Yep.
I am gonna order.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Okay, great.
I will.
Yeah, you can go ahead and order it on our website. Absolutely. Yes, thank you so much. Yes. And I put them all inside of here. Yep. Thank you. And follow us on social media too, because you'll know whenever. It probably won't be till like it gets a little cooler, but in the fall I'll be doing markets as well. So.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys have a good one. Okay, y'all. Checking in. I haven't checked in a long time. It is 1:30. I thought I wasn't going to check in anymore because I was going to leave. I had made a sale for over 2 hours, and I'm like, I don't want to do this no more. So sales are starting to come in. It's looking a little bit better, and I'm feeling good. We only actually have 2 more hours left. No, actually, no. An hour and a half left. So the market is over at 3 o'clock. It was a nice little rush that I got a second ago. And it just makes me feel happy that people want to try my products and that they love the body butter. Unfortunately, for every one of those sales that I just got, I did not record anything, because it all came in at it was a rush. So I did not get the opportunity to record, which I hate because it happens a lot. And I'm a terrible YouTuber and I'm a terrible blogger because I never get
people interacting and buying. So one of these days, I guess I'll be able to do that. But I'm about to actually go get me some lemonade. Looks like the lemonade line has gone down. So I'm gonna give me something to drink, and hopefully I can get a couple more sales before it's all over. So I'll see you guys. I'm gonna check in again. I promise. I promise. I promise. Okay, y'all. Checking in. I told you I was gonna check in again. It is 2:13, 2:14, and we have less than an hour left. I got me some lemonade. It's lavender lemonade. So delicious. So refreshing on a very nice hot summer day. It actually is not bad out here. It's been hot these last couple of days, and not gonna lie, the temperature right now is 76, which is beautiful. It's probably warmer or it feels hotter in the sun, but I'm not mad at 76 at all, okay? Because tomorrow it's going to be 90 degrees. So I actually feel like God has done me a favor today by keeping the temperatures in the 70s, because it's nothing worse than being in the market, being all outside with no breeze, even though we're over here by the lake. So it's definitely a nice breeze. The lake is back there. So it's a nice breeze anyways over here in Lincoln Park. But this is the north side of Chicago. If I've never shared that already, where we are, we're in Lincoln Park. And I promise you, this music is loud. I am going to get a copyright claim. I know I am. But oh well, let me just stop talking now. And soon we'll be packing up. And then I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts, or my thoughts overall, and my bestsellers in my recap. Recap time. Okay, y'all. So I have not had anything to eat all day. Other than that lemonade, which was oh so good. I went and got me some more. I got what they had left, which was, what was left? Passion fruit. Also very good. So if I'm ever anywhere vending with that business, I'm definitely getting their lemonade. They also, when I got the lemonade, they gave me, which this looks crazy. I've been kind of munching on that, so maybe I did have something to eat today. I had this cookie. It's like a cookie brownie with like fudgy. I think it had, I don't know. I actually don't know what this is. I think it has peanut butter in it. I'm not 100% sure. I know you like, oh yeah, it is. It does have, it says for hand corn, it has peanut butter in it. So, I'm glad I'm not allergic to anything, because I just started eating it. Didn't even look to see what was actually inside of it, but it's so good. So y'all, I'm gonna put the brand up here so y'all can see it. Go. I'm assuming that you, well, I don't know if you could buy things from them on, I don't know if they have a website that you can purchase from. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But go definitely check out their Instagram. So good. And the lemonade is buzzing. Now I have me some more lemonade so I can eat. So we're gonna do a sit down, eat, recap, because your girl is starving. Y'all know my favorite place to get is Portillo's. If you know, you know. You ever been to Chicago, you know. And actually, I think Portillo's is moving and branching out, and it's not just in Chicago anymore. So comment and let me know if you've ever tried Portillo's before, if you've ever been to Chicago, and what are your thoughts about it? Because sometimes people, like, I'm not gonna say like it's just the best thing ever in life. Like, they have like the best burgers, but when it comes to fast food, that's pretty much the only fast food place that I eat at is Portillo's, because you will never catch me at McDonald's. You barely will catch me at Burger King, maybe once a year, if that. Like once a year. Wendy's, like, so when it comes to fast food, Portillo's has it, and it ain't really even fast.
because you're gonna be waiting like 15 minutes for your food. But recap time. Okay, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos, first and foremost, go ahead and subscribe. That's the first thing. But let me kind of let you know how this goes. So I go over my overall thoughts of the market. I also share my bestseller, and then I share my total sales, and then I share if I would do this market again. Let's go over the pros of this market. First pro was that it was well organized. As far as the communication, the organizers sent out communications days before, not like the day before, of like where each vendor will be like stationed, because this market was in a park. So like they outlined everything well. Like I don't even need to go into a whole lot of details. Like very professional, very, very organized. I love that for me, okay? Because I've had my experience with other vendor organizations, organizers, and not so professional in my opinion. But no, that wasn't the case today. Very, very professional and well organized. And I love the fact that the organizers came over to speak, came over to check on me, came over to just, I think that again, that goes a long way, especially if you're not having the best day or you're not making a lot of sales. At least to get the organizers to come over to check on you, to greet you, to introduce themselves, that to me could make me either never come back to one of your markets or come back to your market if I was thinking about not coming back to your market. That could be the deciding factor to whether or not I would participate in another market that you're vending. Because if there are other factors that the market was just terrible and I didn't make any sales and, so many other things, it don't matter how nice you are, it's a no for me. But that was not the case. Like, she was very, very nice. Even to the point where, like, she made sure that she said goodbye. Like, I was putting my stuff in the car, and she told me that she has another market coming up next month. I'll give you the details about if I'm going to join that market. Keep watching. Another plus is that this market was family friendly. I actually could have brought my baby. Like, we could have made this a family thing. And I say that because the vendors next to me, she had her husband and her son, and that baby, maybe he's older than my son, but that baby was knocked out for half of it. Like, they had blankets laid out in the grass. He was under the tree. He looked like he was getting the best sleep of his life. And I wanted to lay down too. Like, you look so comfy. Move over, okay? Because let me take me a nap. Because I've been up all day. I'm freaking tired. So yeah, I sent that to my fiance, and I was like, we could have brought the baby, and y'all could have, y'all could have not really been like, because obviously he's a lot. He couldn't be at the table, but y'all could have like walked around, could have did other things. Y'all could have made you a little picnic area. Like, it could have been a whole little family day. So, and there was another market going on, or I'm sorry, it was a farmer's market going on. And I don't know if I mentioned that earlier today, but that was going on already when we like started setting up at 7 o'clock. And when I got there late, 7:15, 7:20. And that market was already going on, and it was on the other side. It was like a street dividing the two park areas. Very small street, like in between the parks. And yeah, so I do feel like the traffic from that, when that ended, which I think it ended at 12 o'clock, around 12, I got a uptick in sales. And I was like, y'all saw, I was feeling good. Like, oh my God, people are coming, people are buying. It just always feels good when you have people to like really want your products, like want to spend their money. So that's one of the best feelings. If you're a small business owner, you know what I'm talking about. Like, that is such an amazing feeling. If you do have your own business, what is that thing that keeps you going? Like, what's that feeling? Like, for me, it is getting that somebody that's never heard about my brand, and they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I want it. Like, oh yeah, enough said. You sold me. That makes me feel amazing. It keeps me going because it's hard running the business, and that is one of those things that I'm like, okay, I can go another day. Okay, I can do another market. Like I really need that from customers. But yeah, what is your like one thing that you need? This burger is so good. Next pro for me, and I don't know if this will be a pro for anybody else that was there, but for me, it was the demographic. The demographic was on the younger to like maybe mid 40s, maybe. And I think that played in my favor because obviously I have a skincare brand. So a lot of times, it may be people that are in their early 20s that are having skin issues in your early 30s, like me, which I'm not in my early 30s anymore. I'm in my late 30s, but that's when I started having issues in my early 30s. So I think like that played in my favor, and that was definitely a pro. That the type of audience or demographic that comes to this particular market, and granted it's in a park so anybody can like walk up into it, right? But that also plays into where they actually decided to have the market and the location, right? So I don't know if the area of Lincoln Park, I'm not that familiar as far as the demographic that lives over there, but I feel like it's mixed between people that are younger and people that are older. It's an expensive neighborhood, so you do have to have a little bit of coin to live. In fact, you have to have a lot of bit of coin to own something. Now, you can probably rent, and I don't know, you might need a little bit of coin to rent too. Like I probably rent close to where we were. It's probably like $3,000 plus a month. And over that, and then to own this $1 million plus homes all over in that Lincoln Park area, especially that close to the lake. But yes, needless to say, it played in my favor, and I need more of that in my life. I need more of that demographic for sure. Another pro was that I had great conversations. So the people that did stop and that they were interested had really, really great conversations and just really great energy, great vibes. And I have some potential business partnerships that came out of those conversations. So that's definitely a win. That's definitely a plus. Like that also is like my jam. When I go to markets, I love to network with other business owners. So one of the potential partnerships, one of the other business owners was sharing that she's actually opening a storefront for her candle business, and it will also be featuring products from other businesses. And she mentioned that she did not have like a vendor yet for skincare, and I was like, say less, okay? Don't have a vendor for skincare? I'm your girl. So that was awesome to connect, and I'll definitely be reaching out to her to kind of see how we can make this a thing, if she's looking for like wholesale or what. And if that is the case, then maybe I'll be going to their grand opening because my products will be in her storefront. So that's absolutely exciting. Aside from that, I did have another conversation, and this one was a little, I think this one is more so, well, actually, I don't know. So I don't want to talk too much about that one because I'm not really 100% sure as to what this program offers, but it is for entrepreneurs in underserviced areas within the city of Chicago. So really for minority-owned businesses to help them get exposure and to help them get their business out there and to kind of grow and have more strategy behind how you plan to grow your business. So I'm all for it. If I can get some help in that area, I'm not turning anybody down. So now the person that I was speaking to, they weren't like offering the help. They were telling me about the program because they're in partnership with where she works. So anyways, needless to say, it's all positive win from that conversation, and I'll be checking out that business, and I'll give you guys more detail after I like really do a deep dive and check out their website and just kind of see what they can offer me. And maybe they can't offer me anything, but I'll still share because maybe somebody else is watching this video that's also in the Chicagoland area. I don't know. They may support other states. Who knows, right? So I definitely will share the information when I do a little bit of a deep dive. And I feel like the last pro or positive, which I feel like it probably are some more, but this is just what I can think of as of right now, would be that the weather was amazing. This was a beautiful day. Like, it really was. It wasn't too hot. It definitely was not too cold. It was like right in the sweet spot. Almost to the point where at one point, almost so is that at one point I got a little chilly just for a little second, because it still was pretty warm, especially once I took my tent down and started to pack up. Baby, I was sweating like, okay. So I think the temperature over there was like 78 degrees, which where I live at is 90 degrees right now. Like, I take a look, they're literally two different worlds because over there they're right by the water. Like, the lake is maybe what you would say like a block away or two, like 2 blocks away if walking distance. So, well, it's not that bad. It's 83 degrees, but it feel hot, and it is later in the evening. I think it was warmer than that, like an hour or so ago. But yes. Now, let's get into the cons, because we definitely got a couple. We're not going to act like we don't have any cons. The first con is that I had to get there at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I am not a morning person. So that is a big con for me, because they wanted everybody to arrive at 7. The market starts at 9, and it generally doesn't take me that long. It doesn't take me more than an hour. So I was kind of like, why I got to be here 2 hours before? But I'm not going to lie to you. I literally needed all that time, which goes into my next con. I needed all that time because I couldn't find anywhere to park, and I had to actually pay to park. So there is free parking around the park, but then there are sections, especially like right where we were, where it's a no park zone. Like, you can't park over there on that part of the park. And the parts that you could park in were completely packed. Like, it was no spot at all. That are free. But I believe that's because there was already a market going on that probably started. I don't know what time that market started, at 6 o'clock in the morning, or maybe it started at 7. Maybe it started at 7 o'clock. Chicago has terrible parking. It really does. The parking is awful here. So my guess is that I still wouldn't have been able to find a park even if I got there at 6:30 in the morning. So that's a big con, because that cut into my profit. I had to pay $43 to park my car from 7 to 3 p.m. That is a lot of money. I pay that type of money when I go to like a concert or something like that at the United Center. Like, that's insane to me. That's literally insane. So that's a huge con. Another con was that upon leaving, which I already knew this, I was going to be in traffic. And it might as well have been 5 p.m. on a Monday, because the traffic was like rush hour traffic. Stop and go, just like Monday through Friday. And I hate that for me. So I took the streets for the most part and drove through downtown, and then got on the expressway where I knew it was gonna free up a bit. But in doing all of that, that took me like over an hour to get back this way. And that is also a big con. Okay, let's get into what y'all been waiting for, which are the total sales. But let's first go ahead and go over the items sold today. So the total items sold today were 11. And out of the 11 items, our best seller was, y'all can already guess, it was our Not Your Everyday Body Butter Trio boxes. So out of those, we sold 5 of those, which that's typically our best seller all the time at every market. If I have them in stock, and then if I don't, then we go into the single jars, which are our 8-ounce jars. The second item that was our best seller was actually our Daylight Dew Cream Moisturizer, and we sold 4 of those, which is really exciting because if you guys remember the first market I did in February, I sold out of the Daylight Dew Cream, and I was like, this is the first time I've sold this many, and I sold 5 at that one. So today, for me to sell 4, and I feel like, people you honestly need a moisturizer throughout the year. It doesn't matter. But I feel like it's easier to sell in the wintertime when the weather is so harsh. So it was good to know that I was still able to sell it today, where the weather is nicer and the air isn't as dry, so that just makes makes me feel so good. But yeah, so out of that, that was 4. And then aside from that, my next bestseller was the body butter, the 8-ounce jars. And so for today, it was an Everyday Bay, which is my bestseller at every freaking market when it comes to the body butter. So I'm not surprised that I sold that one. And then a new one, which is available on the website now, and that is Sunday Breeze. So Sunday Breeze is the very last scent that I tested out at multiple markets last year, and so this past April is when I added that one to the list of body butters that we offer. So we have 5 scents now, and so that one has undertones of like a fresh, airy smell. It also has gardenia, and then it has undertones of jasmine. And this one of the customers, she was like, "Oh my God, I love it so much." She said, and it's so funny because this is what it reminds me of too. To me, it reminds me of suntan lotion or sunscreen or something like that. And she's like, "I love the scent." She's like, am I weird for loving that scent? No, baby, if that's what you like, I got it. So yes, keep buying it. I made it for people like you because it's not my jam at all. But last year, people really, really liked that scent. So I'm glad that it did good enough for somebody to want to buy an 8-ounce jar of it. Let's get into the total sales. Today, we made $379.56. So almost $400, close to $400. But we have to deduct that $43 for that parking, which I'm so upset because that cuts into my profit, right? And that brings the total to $336.56. So there's that. The vendor fee, because I do always mention that too. Sorry guys, I forgot. The vendor fee for this market was $100. So when you factor that in, technically, when it comes to sales, I made $236.56, which really isn't a lot of money. So the question of the day is, would I do this market again? And my answer is not 100% no, but probably not. Just because I don't like the fact that I'm gonna probably 9 times out of 10 have to pay for parking. And like I said, that's gonna cut into my profit. And the fact that it takes so long to get home because of the traffic, and that most likely this was just one day where the weather was working in my favor, but the markets that they have are further into the summer. It's really probably going to be hot in July. So because of that, I don't think so. But I would definitely love to do other markets from these organizers because, like I said, it was well organized and they have great marketing all on social media. They're really good about that and just drawing traffic. I mean, they even have yoga going on during the market. And I mean, that whole experience is like something I've never been to before. And most markets are kind of like on the bland side, you know. So that piece I absolutely love. And I know they do markets in the fall. And so maybe I'll just try to participate in something that they have in the fall. And then think about next year if they're still organizing markets. But yeah, overall, it still was I feel like it was a great day. Like, I had great connections. I sold some products. I have new customers that if they enjoy my products, they will purchase again, hopefully. I have some couple of people that follow me on social from the market. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. everydayskin.co is our Instagram handle, as well as TikTok and Pinterest. We're on all of them. I know you guys are here on YouTube, but follow me on everything because I try to switch up the content a little bit for the different types of platforms, but it don't always work out like that. But anyways, I'm going to rest until I have to go back into mommy mode. So I'm tired, like so tired. I'm going to cut on Ginny and Georgia, which is one of my favorite Netflix shows. And I'm going to watch all of the episodes until I can't watch them. So that's all I got. If you guys made it to the end of this video, and this is not your first time here, you already know what I'm gonna say. To leave a green heart, and that lets me know automatically that you watched this full video. As always, you guys have a beautiful weekend. I appreciate you being here, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.